guys. Okay, we just started recording. How far along are we for the month? We're 19 days in. The goal is P1000 within these 31 days. So we got Anil 10 out, right? We got Stefania 11 out, one away. Naya's one away. Richie Bands 15 out. Chris Wright 7 out. Jake is halfway there. Crazy. Melanie, she says she's 5 away. 5 away. That's crazy. You got somebody 3 out from P1000. 3 out from P1000. Sheesh. Okay, dope. So now what I want to do, in this session, I want to put things in perspective for people. And I want to make sure just basically like a dope check-in on our way to P1000, right? This is the P1000 factory. So this is a dope check-in on our way to P1000. So what I want to do is help you understand like the skill sets that I want us to be focused on every day. You see, it's so often when we jump into like a job or we get to school and there's such a clear-cut curriculum or there's a clear-cut list of things to do every single day, right? And when it comes to being an entrepreneur, sometimes it's like you're the boss now, so there's nobody telling you what to do every single day. This is not school, so no one's taking attendance, so you show up when you want to show up. So now there's a sense of freedom in that, but there's also a lack of accountability sometimes in that, right? There's a lack of accountability sometimes in that. Think about it. If no one took attendance, how many of us would have graduated high school? If no one took attendance, how many of us would have graduated high school? For real, if we're being honest, if it wasn't mandatory, how many of us would have graduated high school? You see, accountability is something that's extremely important within this business. Accountability is extremely important within this business. People don't take attendance on whether or not you get on Zoom calls. Most people. People don't take attendance on whether or not you sign somebody up. Most people. People don't take attendance on whether or not you place a trade. Most people. That's why some people are not profitable because there's no one checking attendance. That's why some people aren't chairman. There's nobody taking attendance. That's why some people don't hit their goals because there's nobody taking attendance, right? So I want you to understand, you must take attendance for your team. Take attendance. Take attendance. If you really care about your team, take attendance, right? Knowing what you know now, understanding what you understand now, take attendance for your team. Hit them up right now. Yo, are you on this call? You told me your why. You told me your why was your mom, right? Why are you not on this call? What do you have better to do at this time than listen to someone who's making the type of money you would want? You're gonna be making soon, right? I'm not gonna make any income claims because I'm putting this on YouTube. But what better do you have to do? What do you have better to do than tune into the Zoom calls is gonna make you the type of money you want to make? The mentors that you follow, you tag on Instagram, why don't you listen to these people? Because it's so funny. I was playing a J. Cole song. It's funny because a lot of your mentors make more money than your favorite rappers. If we're being 100% honest, a lot of your mentors make a lot more money than your favorite rappers. How much money do you think the average rapper makes? Put it in the chat. The average rapper, how much money do you think they make per month? Really think about it. Average rapper. Average. I'm not talking about Drake, right? I'm not talking about Drake. I'm not talking about Lil Baby. How much money does the average rapper make? Someone said 25K. That's very high. That's extremely high. That's extremely high. 25K a month for an average rapper. It's extremely high. Alex got it right. The average rapper makes almost nothing. The average rapper makes almost nothing. You know how the average rapper gets paid? Showing up to clubs and things like that. And they get paid, what, 2,000 here, 3,000 here, and they get maybe a few bottles and a section. That's the average rapper. That's a decent rapper. 2,000-3,000 to show up to a club, and they get bottles and things like that. That's what the average rapper makes, pretty much. And these are all things you can Google. There's not something coming up the top of my head. These are things that you can Google. This is public information. Rappers mostly get majority of their money touring and doing shows and things like that. Who's touring and doing big shows in big arenas for 30, 60, 90 days in this day and age, in this point in time. Right? We can barely get 30 people in a room without it being a whole, it has to be exactly 30 people or we're going to charge you an extra $3,000 with all these things going on. Right? But the problem is a lot of times we celebrate these rappers more than we celebrate our chairman. Right? We celebrate these rappers more than we celebrate our mentors who are richer than those rappers, who add more value to your life than these rappers. Right? Let's really think about it. Let's really think about it. I was literally talking about this. I was talking to Ryan earlier today about this. I was like, bro, you know how much money, like your chairman 10 makes a lot more money than most people's favorite rappers. Your chairman 25 makes a lot. Your chairman 50, chairman 100 is richer than a lot of people's favorite rappers. Most rappers are not making $1 million a year clean to themselves. It's that simple. Most rappers have no idea what it means to invest in these markets, cryptocurrency, the foreign exchange market. Most rappers don't know that. Most rappers don't know that. You can name 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe, but there's more than 3, 4, 5, 6 rappers in the world, right? So understand the situation that you're in and understand you can be richer than your favorite rapper. You can be richer than most people's favorite rapper. You can and you will. That's the thing. You can and you will once you apply these things. But if you don't show up, you can kiss those things goodbye. If you're not pulling up for attendance for roll call, you can kiss those things goodbye. Right? That's the whole point of this. Like, it's so funny because to start this whole May mayhem, the numbers were crazy. We had over 1,000 people on the first call. Now it's dwindled down to a few hundred people. Now, that's still a nice amount of people. It's still a great amount of people. But at the same time, it's like, where's the 1,000? This is why some people succeed and some people do not. This is why some people win and some people don't. Right? As soon as you get your gym membership, you in there the first 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. But by the end of the month, you haven't been there since the first week. And then you're thinking, should I just cancel this membership? Dude, why'd you start? Why'd you start? Why'd you start if you went for 4 days? You paid $30 for the month for 4 days? Right? The gym is getting free GV. That's funny. The gym release is getting free GV. I want you to really understand that. I want you to really understand. If you don't show up, you don't get paid. If you don't show up, your goals can't manifest in your life. Your goals can't come in your life if you don't show up for them. Think about all the times, all the Zoom calls that you missed that had the same information that you was looking for, that you were still looking for today. You got questions about the same things that the chairman was talking about last week. Same things chairman was talking about 2 weeks ago. Same things chairman was talking about 3 weeks ago. But you have questions. It shows that you don't show up, and it shows in your back office. You don't show up for success, and it shows in your bank account. You don't show up for success, and it shows in your lifestyle. Show up for success. Show up for success, right? And hold your team accountable. Take roll call, right? Literally, if you're serious about this, get your whole team on this call, like now. If you got to go live right now on IG, because they probably scrolling on IG, maybe he's laying down in their bed, go live on IG. They're gonna get the alert. They're gonna watch you, and they're gonna hear this. They're gonna watch you. They're gonna hear this. If you do not show up for your success, you will not be successful. It's that simple. If no one took attendance in high school, no one would graduate. No one would have graduated high school. Why do you think a lot of people don't graduate college? For most classes, ain't no attendance. So there's no truancy making sure you get to class. I want you to be truancy for your team. Why are you not showing up to this? Why are you not showing up to your success? Why are you not showing up to the same nuggets you wanted? You wanted information on how to make 6 figures. We're giving out information on how to make 6 figures, and you're not showing up. You want information on how to be a successful business owner. We're giving out information on how to be a successful business owner, but you're not showing up. You got to show up for success. You got to show up for what it is that you want. Show up, take attendance, be truancy. Be truancy. right? You should be on your team, right? You should be on your team right now if they're not on this call. You should be on your team right now if they're not on this call. But real quickly, so we went over that. Show up, show up, show up. Like 99% of success is showing up, literally. Most of us, we were sitting in high school graduation next to people who all they did was show up. You know they didn't pass no classes. All they did was show up. High key, that's how success is. All you gotta do is showing up is 90% of it. You don't gotta be the smartest person in the room. You don't gotta be the loudest person in the room. You gotta be the best speaker. You don't gotta be the best trader. You don't gotta be the best anything. You gotta show up though. You gotta show up. So now here's a list of skills that you're gonna need. Here's a list of skills that you're gonna wanna focus on when it comes to building this business, right? And it's a couple of skills we kind of already went over. So number one is prospecting. No, that's one of the number one skills, prospecting. You're only going to build a business prospecting other people, getting more people into your business. Find people to talk to, right? You're going to find people to talk to on social media. You're going to find people to talk to on the street. You're going to find people to talk to wherever it is that you go. Wherever it is that you go. Imagine all the Uber drivers that you passed, the Uber drivers that you rode with, that you never talked about the business. Do you ask them why you're doing Uber? Ask an Uber person why they do. I literally just got someone in Uber started today. Literally, I'm gonna show you the email. Literally got someone started on Uber, right? How do I cover his information? I don't want to give out his like number and stuff. Boom, there we go. Literally got somebody started on Uber. Literally got somebody started right driving an Uber. He's a chef. He does catering. Chopped it up with him. He was already investing into crypto. He was looking for a way to learn more about it. I said, perfect. I do that. I'm gonna plug you in. Hey, let me plug you into a system that works. Hey, let me plug you into a system that works. I got you. Opened up the back office. He said, wait, they tell you what to do? I said, yes. Wait, they tell you what cryptos to buy? I said, yes. He said, send me the link. Oh, I have someone else interested. We didn't talk compensation plan. We didn't talk, he said, that's what that does. There's value there. I'm gonna tell everybody about this. He said his line brother. What does that mean? Fraternity. What does that mean? More people. Easy. Like this business gets really, really simple if you just show up for it. This business gets really, really, really simple if you just show up for it. I promise you. It gets so simple when you show up. It's really simple when you show up. Show up for your business every single day. Show up and prospect. Just show up and prospect, right? So now one of the other skills we're going to focus on is inviting. Invite people to your business the correct way. I know we say all the time, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person, but there is a such thing as good execution. There is a such thing as good execution. Remember, you're the trailer, not the movie. I never tell someone every single thing about my business off the rip. Never tell someone every single thing about my business off the rip. Because sometimes I may be talking to the wrong person who doesn't want what it is that I have to offer. If you don't want what it is I have to offer, the conversation is not going to be long. It's not going to be long at all. If you don't want to learn how to make money in your sleep, if you don't want to learn how to make money, period, if you don't want to learn how to invest, we're not going to have a long conversation about investing. It could be about something else, but it's not going to be about investing, right? So when you invite, you're doing two things. You edify the opportunity. And you create urgency around the opportunity. What do? I help people make money from home or on the go without changing anything they're already doing. I can help someone make more money without changing anything they're already doing. Oh, tell me more about it. Dope. Plug them into an opportunity call. Listen, my mentor, he's extremely successful, dedicated to the team, one of the hardest working people that I know. He's giving out free information tonight at 9. So I don't know what you're doing at 9 o'clock, but push it back 20 minutes because you definitely don't want to miss this information. If you said that to 100 people, how many sit on the opportunity call? 80, 70. You get 70, 80 on the opportunity call. You go P1 50? Yes. You go P6? Possibly. You go P1? Possibly. It's very, 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 very simple, right? A lot of times in this world, less is more. A lot of times, less is more. Less is more. When you have the right execution, less is more. See, when it comes to doing something we've never done before, a lot of times we overthink it. We think we have to do the absolute most because it's something we've never done. Right? When you first started this business and you looked at the compensation plan, you were probably thinking about flyers, business cards. You were probably thinking about the most, this, that. I'm going to put $10 million into ads. And you know what your mentor told you? Write a list of 30 people. Tell me I'm lying. When you first saw the compensation plan, you were like, okay, 500 people. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this. I got to put this money. I got to buy this course on advertisements. I'm going to figure out Facebook ads, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. And you know what your mentor told you? Bro, just write a list of 30 people and we're good. 30 people, that's it. 10 people even, that's it. You get 3 people started, guess what they're going to do? List of 10, 20 people. They get 3 people started each. Guess what they're going to do? List of 10, 20 people. And that all happened in 3-4 days. 3-4 days, P1K. Guess what happens 3-4 days after that? Everyone doing the same exact thing, P2. Guess what happens 3-4 days after that? Everyone doing the same exact thing, P5. You want to keep it simple. This business can be very, very simple. Very, very simple. You see how little, how simple that was? Now imagine if you just did that a bunch of times. That's where you have to go all in terms of your reps. Your reps have to be high, but the weight is light. The weight is light. Your reps are high. Shout out to Josh. We were just talking about that the other day. Your weight is light, but the reps are high. Right? The weight is light, the reps are high. That's why your bank account gets brawling. That's how you get a strong bank account. Right? It's very, 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 very simple. It's very, 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 very simple. Right? So you have prospecting, you have inviting. Right? Let's get back to it. Where is it at? I think I just put it up. I just put it up, didn't I? There we go. Okay, cool. You have prospecting, you have inviting, closing. Closing can be very, very simple. What you want to do is, if you're not a great closer, pass it off to an experienced closer and study them. Pass it off to an experienced closer and study how it happens. Because this is what the close is. The purpose of the close is to figure out if this is something people want. Yes, this is going on YouTube. But the purpose of the close is to figure out if this is something people want. If this is not something somebody wants, I'm not just going to join my business, join my business. If you don't want this, I'm not going to force this on you. Does that make sense? If you don't want to join the business, I'm not going to force you to join the business, right? I'm not going to force you to join the business. I forgot what Austin says. Austin says it has a dope saying. Someone convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. Right? Someone convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. So if you have the opinion of this is not going to work, I don't like this, blah, 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 even though they signed up, they still think this is not going to work, I don't like this, blah, blah, blah. You just forced them. Someone forced against their will is of the same opinion still. Right? That's why I don't sell to everyone. I don't just get everyone in my business. If you don't want to join the business, then you're not going to be in my business. I promise you. I'm not going to get you started if that's not what you want. So the purpose of the close is to figure out, is this what you want? Whatever problems you have, does this solve your problem? Someone convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. Does this solve your problem? What problem do you have? You want to make more money and get some time back. Perfect. You can do that here. If that's your problem, then this is your solution. Perfect. This is for you. Hey, this is dope. I just want to learn a little bit more about investing. I don't have the capital to invest a lot of money. It's all good. But I just want to learn. That's a problem. Do I have the solution? Yes. We have a variety of different packages, different things you want to learn, different ways you want to learn, what type of investor you want to be. Hands on, hands off, super active with your money, or do you want to just put some money somewhere and let it grow? You want to put some money somewhere and let it grow? DCX. We tell you what cryptos to get into. You watch your money grow, and you sell it whenever you want to sell it. You want to be super active with your investment? HFX, FRX. You're actively trading. You're on these live trading sessions, right? And I say it all the time. These live trading sessions that we do, it's literally like a cooking show. Like the cooking shows, where, you'll watch it and the cook will tell you the ingredients and they'll cook right in front of you. And by the end of the show, you got a hot meal. We do the same thing, but for money. We do the same thing, but for money. You have an investor on the other side of the screen telling you exactly what to do with your screen. And by the end of the session, guess what? You make money. You do everything they tell you to do, you make money. That's like the dopest and easiest way to explain what a live trading session is. Dopest and easiest way to explain what a live trading session is. That's exactly what happens. Right? That's the close. That's literally the close. That's what I do. If what I do fixes something in your life, then get started. If what I do fixes something in your life, then get started. The close is very, very simple. The close can be extremely simple. Hold on one sec. Let me actually grab this. All these tabs open, dude. Perfect. Okay, cool. Perfect. All right. Yeah. If what I do solves one of your problems, then get started. It's literally that simple. So it's a select few select few skills that you're gonna want to focus on. Inviting, prospecting, closing. And this is one skill that nobody ever likes to touch on and nobody even really trains on. And it's the follow-up. When was the last time you sat on a training that taught you how to follow up? Think about it. When was the last time you sat on a training that taught you how to follow up? Think about it. That's the one skill that nobody trains on. That's the one skill that nobody wants to talk about, but I never understood why. Because the follow-up is how I got started. Follow-up, a lot of times, is how you got started. I had to see this a couple times, right? The person that got me enrolled, he would hit me up every day, every other day. Just, yo, check this out, check it out. Now I would say, no. And one day I said yes. Now guess what? We're thousands of people deep because he followed up, right? We're thousands of people deep because. So now, Richie, yes. Does that make you feel like you need them? Yes. So now there's ways to follow up. The way he did it wasn't the right way to do it. Wasn't the right execution. Wasn't the right execution, but it worked. It's not always going to work, but in this situation, it worked. The thing about the follow-up, it has to be done correctly. There's plenty of ways to follow up. Plenty calm, way less invasive ways to follow up. What are ways to follow up? You showed someone the business. They said, I'm not interested. I want to get you on the phone with my chairman, blah, blah, blah. Got on the phone, wasn't interested. All good. Listen, I'm going to check back with you. Is it cool if I share with you my progress? Perfect. Yeah, share with me your progress. Perfect. Guess what happens next week? I send them personally, I don't post it, but I send them personally what we've done as a group. Dude, we went 15-0 this week. Look at our testimonials chat. Send it personally. Check it out. That's a follow-up. Thank you, bro. I'm not really interested. No, yeah, I'm just showing you the progress, bro, if that's cool with you. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Comment on the story. That's a follow-up. Like 3, 4, 5 pictures. That's a follow-up. Those are follow-ups. Invite to an event. Hey, we have the VP of Sales, Alex Morton, coming Tuesday. Listen, I got an extra ticket. It's a free ticket. Come check it out. Follow up. Nah, bro, I'm good. Oh, okay, just checking on you, making sure you're good, bro. Make sure you're good. Because these people, you're following up and they're watching you back. Understand that they're watching you back. They're seeing you go from P150, P600, P1K. They're seeing you be celebrated. They're watching you get celebrated throughout the weeks, throughout the months. And guess what happens? They end up getting started. They end up getting started. The fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. Now, the last skill I want to touch on before I let you guys go, and I'm going to actually answer a couple questions towards the end. This is the last skill I'm going to touch on. Then I want to answer a couple questions, right? I want to answer a couple questions. Last skill I want to touch on is the launch. How you get someone started within the first 24 hours will dictate their next 24 months in your business. How you get someone started in the first 24 hours is a clear indication on whether or not they're going to be here in 24 months. Did you get someone set up with the broker? Like literally, I had this call to do. I just got someone started. I asked someone for a favor. Hey, can you get this person launched right now? I have this call, and then another call, and then another call. But I don't want this person waiting. This person's hot. This person's fresh out the oven. He's ready to go. Super excited. Just signed up. Just got his email. Is lit. Cool. Perfect. I'm not about to have him sitting on ice. Can you do this for me, please? Perfect. You get someone launched, set up the broker, go through IM Center, go discuss go live, set up, go through some of the scanners. This individual got started on the DCX package. Guess what? Go through SwipeCoin, how to place a trade. And this all happens in 30 minutes. 30 minutes, and then get them on the next live trading call for DCX. Simple. Hey, is there a live trade they can take right now? Perfect. Placing that limit order. Place that limit order. Perfect. I'm gonna place it too. Just so I know when this goes off, I know you're in the trade too. When we win, I know you won too. And when you win, guess what we do? Vision call. Ask a couple questions. You just made money, super excited. Ask you a couple questions. You drew out your life. You know how much you want to make a month. Now let's write your list. Right? How you get someone started is a clear indication whether or not they're going to be here long term. So many times we get someone started, we throw them in a group chat and that's it. It's not how this works. Right? Some people are so in a rush to get people started, they don't do what they got to do to make sure people are actually making money. Right? You have to make sure people are actually making money because it's very easy to make money in this business. It's very easy to make money within this company. But the same way you were in a rush to get someone started, you need to be in a rush to launch them correctly. You need to be in a rush to make sure they know what they got to know to make money. Because you don't want to play with people's time. You don't want to play with people's money. You don't want to play with people's time. You don't want to play with people's money. So those are the top, I would say, 5 skill sets you want to touch on. You want to sharpen up on, right? This next week is our final week of the midnight heaters. So we're going to get some heavy hitters on there. But again, prospecting, invite, follow-up, closing, launch. Touching on them real quickly. There's a bunch of videos that go in depth for each and every one of those skill sets. Videos I've done, Austin has done, Matt Rose, Jason Brown, some of the best have done, right? So now what I want to do really quickly, open up the chats for any questions. Any questions you may have. Any questions you may have before I let you guys go. Right before I let you guys go, I'm in mode, call after call after call after call after call. What's your YouTube channel? I'm gonna drop it. It's the same as my Instagram. It's the same as my Instagram. Ty the God. Let's get it. Let me actually drop it here for you guys. How do I share this? Okay, I guess I'll do this. All right, so boom. Here we go. I'm gonna share it in the chat for you guys. But there's a whole bunch of value on there. I go over prospecting. Everything is there. Everything is on my YouTube. There we go. When is this going on YouTube? As soon as this is done. As soon as this is done, I got another call. And then I'll post it tonight or by tomorrow morning. For sure. Advice for P600 going to P1K. You should, number one, talk to every single person on your team and pop 3 P150s. That's the advice. And talk to your P1 and P2 and P5 and C10 every day. Every single day. I gave that man 100 views on each vid. That's funny. If someone isn't willing to get uncomfortable to get success, what would you do? Even after you put things in perspective for them. Next person, you work with the next person. There's but so much you could do. You could bring a horse to water. You cannot make them drink it, right? You cannot make them drink it. You bring a horse to water, you cannot make them drink it. That's simple. It's harsh, but it is what it is. You can't wait for someone else to decide they want to be successful for you to then be successful. What if they said they don't have the money to sign up now, but once they have the money, should I still give them more insight? Yeah, okay, you don't have the money, great. When do you think you'll have the money so I can schedule it? I'll put some time away, right? So I can get you started the right way, and I can actually put you in position to make money within your first 24 hours. Dope. Yeah, just let me know what date do you think you will be looking at. So I'll put it in my calendar. And I'll just keep you updated. I'll send you some information up until that date. Just so as soon as we start, we have you making money. Easy. It's very, very simple. Do you feel it's okay for P150s to host Zoom calls? You wouldn't really need to. It's never a wrong thing to host a Zoom call, but you want to make sure you're using your time wisely. If you have chairmen and P5s and P1s hosting Zoom calls on the skills that you're not even good at yet, leverage that while you recruit. Leverage that and learn on those Zoom calls while you get more people into your business, while you help impact more lives. Is there an order of the skill sets? Is there an order of the skill sets? No. There's not really an order of the skill sets. I would say the most important ones would be edification, invite, prospect, close, launch. They're all equal, they're all important, but edification, prospecting, edification, invite. Prospecting, edification, invite. You can get to P1 only on these three things alone. On these three things alone, you can get to P1, but you want to be focusing on all of them on your way through the ranks. From your experience, why do people go ghost in the business? It's always them. People quit on themselves. People quit on themselves before people quit on themselves all the time, right? This is why I'm saying, like, if you were to hold someone accountable, you become their partner. So they're not going to quit on you. If I told you right now, you'll run through that wall of fire right now, you're going to look at me crazy. But if I say run through that wall of fire because you're going to have, your mom's going to get $1 million, you're not even going to think about it. Even if you run through this wall of fire so your mom can eat today, you're not going to think about it. You're not thinking about you. You're thinking about someone else. If I say, yo, I'm going to show up, I'm going to make sure you're on every Zoom call because I want you to be successful. Are you going to be on every Zoom call? Perfect. I'm going to hit you up so you're on every Zoom call. If I say, yo, I'm going to show up to your house 7 a.m. every morning so we can work out, it doesn't matter if you don't want to work out. If I show up to your house 7 in the morning, we're working out. But if I wasn't showing up, it'd be easy for you not to go to the gym. If I don't check on my team, if you don't check on your team, it's easy for them not to show up. It's easy for them to go ghost. It's easy for them not to place trades, right? But when you hold your team accountable, those numbers change. Those numbers change. Take attendance, take attendance, take attendance. Should someone close their prospect without getting someone else on the close? Can someone close their prospect without getting someone else on the close? You can, but if you're a great closer. That's if you're a great closer. If you're not a great closer, there's nothing wrong with that. Leverage people who are. Leverage people who are great closers. Good question. How many times can someone miss a call until you stop calling the person? Till they go inactive. Till they go inactive. How many times can someone miss a call until you stop calling them? Call till they go inactive. Straight up. Call till they go inactive. Call till they go inactive. Show up. Show up for your success. Because the thing is, you might be the only person in the only one in that person's life that cares whether or not they make money. You might be the only person in their life that cares whether or not they're good. That might be the only phone call that person is getting from someone who cares about whether or not they're good. That's a sad reality. They could have this going on, that going on, this going on, that going on, right? This going on, that going on, this person passed, lost this car accident, can't pay rent, can't do this. That's why they haven't been talking to you. You really don't know. Call till they go inactive. Call till they go inactive. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. I gotta run into this call real quick. They're actually calling me. Appreciate you guys. You guys have been absolutely beautiful as per usual. Midnight Heater again tomorrow night, midnight. We got a special guest on there for you guys. We got a special guest. I'm gonna let you guys go. Appreciate you guys. You guys have been absolutely amazing. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. If not tonight, then sometime tomorrow morning. And I'm gonna see you guys at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. Take care, guys.